Welcome to CRJ 151, Drugs and Crime. This is your instructor, Britt McGuire, and I wanted to provide you a brief overview of how to navigate the course content. You'll see we're on the start page here, and if you go up to the top tabs, you'll see the course content here. By clicking on that, it's going to give you everything that you really need to know for the course. Apologize, my computer's being a little slow right now, but we'll get there shortly. Hopefully you've already checked out the other videos and you found them helpful, and I think this one will be as well. So what you'll see when you get here is the top of the page is the My Grades. Once we get a grade submitted, you've got some assignments done, this is where you can go to check it. There's also a short intro video about how things are going to work in this course. You may have already checked that out. If not, please do so. You'll also see information on the supplemental course outline, which is very important, especially during this first week, because there will actually be a quiz on information that's contained within that folder and what's in the course outline. And you'll actually see that there are a couple of PDFs. One of those is the entire course outline, as well as a course schedule that's going to provide you a weekly breakdown of topics, what chapters we're covering, and the assignments that are due there. There's also a PowerPoint version of the PowerPoint, as well as a narrated video of the PowerPoint. So definitely check that out during the first week. Going back to course content, you also see important read this first, which obviously it's signifying how important it is. You'll want to start here where it says start here, which has got some great information on about 12 different things that you can do to be successful in the course. And also at the bottom of this page, in the red, you'll see that it's the WA drop policy, or withdrawal for non-attendance policy, which basically says if you're not active within the class for a period of 1 week, you can be dropped. Now online, what that means is that you have to be submitting your assignments. So make sure that every week you submit at least one of the assignments so that you're considered active and present in the course. Other information, and important here, again, the supplemental course outline, some different tips for success, a link for more information about me if you're interested, information on late assignments, on discussions, which we do every week. There's some recommendations and how I'm going to grade, so you know what to expect from me, and you know what you need to do. There's also a project here. I'll talk more about that here in a minute, but this is a folder on the different guidelines and grading rubrics that I have for that. Again, it's important for you to know my expectations. Since we are dealing with online stuff, it's important that we treat each other with respect. So there's some information for netiquette. And then student resources is very important. Different links to different SIC policies, help on Angel, other help school-wide, and information related to APA style if you choose to write a paper. Obviously, you found this folder for video tutorials because you're watching this video, and there's also an example of an APA style paper. So during your first week, it's important that you check out each and every one of those folders and the information contained there. You'll see another folder for APA style, which has some links to different information on that because you may have never been exposed to that before. And then you also see information on resources, some different websites that you can use to find out more on the topic or to help with your paper or course project. Let's go into the weekly folders. Week 1. It's going to be different than all the rest, but you'll see it has an overview of everything you're required to do, from reading the supplemental course outline to taking a quiz on it, sending me an email through Angel, using the introduction discussion to introduce yourself, checking out the link to APA style, and looking at all the information I just told you about. You also see in blue here all the information on when the assignment is due, and you also notice that everything you need to complete your assignments is also contained within that folder. Now going back and looking at a typical week, we look at week 2 and we'll again see this overview with your reading assignment, information on overview video on a PowerPoint, taking a quiz, and even making sure that you submit your post to the original discussion. Again, everything is here. The overview, the PowerPoint, the discussion, and the quizzes are all contained within the folders. And you'll see that throughout the course in each and every week. Now moving down here, prior to week 14 when the course project is due. You'll see the folder here. By clicking on that, we get all the information we need. One of the most important things to do is to look at the topics, and you want to do that during the first week or two. Make sure that you know what you want to do your project on so that you can start doing research related to that topic rather than waiting later on. And that's just so that you'll be more successful in that, and you'll get the grade that you want. And I do apologize, it's being slow today, but you'll see here that these topics, you have 12 different topics you can choose from. You only have to choose one. If you read it and it sounds interesting but you're not quite sure what it means, please contact me so I can make sure you understand what you need to do. You do have 3 options for the project, either writing a paper, doing a PowerPoint, or doing a video or audio speech. For more information on what exactly I expect out of you, check out the project guidelines and grading rubrics. You'll also see here is where you submit this project. There's a video on that. There's even information contained in the Supplemental Course Outline PowerPoint that's going to help you on how to do that. If you still don't understand, please reach out to me and let me know. So that's a really quick overview of all the course content. If you have any questions, please contact me and let me know.